All right. I think we are live. I think the sound is working good. I want to talk about Bitcoin first, and then we can go into the coins like ElonOne and ACH and coins like that. But let me start, and I'll take requests and whatever. But let me start with Bitcoin. So earlier today, you had a high at 66.4. Then you made a higher high, which means we're still in an uptrend short term at 66.559. And I do think probably you're very close to breaking in and making new all-time high in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does that, altcoins could go sideways for a little bit. But when Bitcoin then tops out, maybe around 70, 75K, if it does decide to rally this week, altcoins and meme coins are going to skyrocket when Bitcoin does start to go sideways again. Or maybe we just get a double top here, which I don't think happens. I think if anything, you make a higher high on Bitcoin. We are starting to get overextended on some of these on the Ganfeng indicators and some of the other indicators. Although I will say this, the 1 hour chart on the MACD still has a lot of room to go to the upside, and I have support. I had support down here at minus 175. I don't know why it keeps getting deleted. But I had support on this chart, and every time I refresh, it gets deleted. And then, so basically, you could run up all the way up to 300 on the MACD before getting topped out, which would probably mean 70 to 75K, at least 70K for Bitcoin before we have any consolidation. But that doesn't mean that we aren't topping out now. I'm just saying MACD has more room to go to the upside if it decided to, and I think it will. I think my predictions by the end of the day, we make a new all-time high in Bitcoin. To do that, we'd have to get basically to 67.1, and that'd be a new all-time high for Bitcoin, at least according to the Coinbase chart. So the MACD, like I said, has more room to go to the upside. Ganfeng are saying we're going down, but in a bull market, I don't know if I always trust that indicator. You obviously got the buy signal back here around 64.5, and actually, no, way down here, you got it at 61K basically. So I think Bitcoin makes a new all-time high today. That'd be bullish long-term for all these altcoins. So with that being said, let's go over to some of these altcoins. If you guys have any requests, let me know. We'll look at ElonOne. I am currently in a trade on ACH. So with that being said, the 618 is up here at 9.7. If you get above 9.7, I think you probably go. Well, let me zoom out to the 4 hour chart so I can see this better. If you get above the 618, I think the next major resistance is going to be up here at the 0.76 at 11 cents. If you get above that, I think you rally up to 12 cents. And if you get above that, then go to the daily chart. I think your next target would be basically up here at 14 cents. And then you had a wick up here all the way up at 24 cents. So I think if you get above, actually, I'll say, yeah, if you get above 14 cents, I think you eventually you rally up to 24 cents quite quickly. But that's a ways away on ACH. So I'm bullish on this right now, but you can't be super bullish on this, I guess, until you get above 9.7. But I do think that happens probably, the next day or two. So we'll see what happens. If it doesn't happen, then obviously the downside targets are back at 8.5 where you had a local low. All right, so let's talk about ElonOne now, because I know that's why most of you guys are here. ElonOne coin now. So the volume on ElonOne is still 93,000. I would love to see that go up, one, because you get more money if you're holding it. You get redistributions. Also, just because if there's more volume, that means more people are trading it, and that means more people know about it. But I did say, if you watch my YouTube video, I did say I want to get back above this local high of 39, basically. And basically, you're barely above it, but you are above it. You're almost at 40 right now at 39.55. You went all the way up to 39.87 today, so it's looking like we're trying to get back above 40. And I think we get to the 40s today. I do think that happens, which honestly, one single buy could take you there. I actually would not be surprised if tonight or tomorrow sometime we get up to 50. And I know the fibs on some of these coins that are small market caps might not work completely well, but I do know that we held support on the way down around 50 for a while. So that is my next target to the upside is 50. And then if you get above that, I'm basically just going to be targeting that local high up here at 85. Which is almost really, if you get back there, then you're very close to losing another zero, which would be extremely bullish for this. And I think if the marketplaces launch sometime this week or maybe next week, I would not be surprised if we saw another 4 or 5x in a week like we saw last week. Obviously, as the market cap gets higher, it's harder to do 4 or 5x in a week, but the market cap's still extremely low at $40 million, I believe. So I still am bullish on this. I think this is easy 50 to 100x to the end of the bull run. Not saying that's guaranteed, but I think that's what will happen. So that's why I'm invested in this. I'm heavily invested in this actually. So we'll see what happens. I do think short term 50 should be your target. If you get above 50, then that local high of 85 is where you should be targeting. And I do think the bottom is put in down here around 30. You had a wick all the way down to 26, I believe, 26, 29. I don't think you go below 30 for a long time, if ever. So that's just my prediction. I could be wrong, not financial advice, but I'm bullish on ElonCoin right now. So as far as my live schedule goes, I know I usually don't go live at 11 a.m. I will start going live at 7 p.m. again, Central Time, but I'm going out of town again today, so that's why I wanted to make sure I could go live, because I wasn't live Friday of last week. But yeah, so Bitcoin's looking pretty good. Might need to consolidate a little bit, but I think we're about to start going up here on Bitcoin as well, past the new all-time high. I think a lot of these altcoins are looking ready to go. If you guys want to see any other coins, let me know. I did sell Fear Coin yesterday. I'm bullish on this too long term, but I sold that as well for ElonCoin. So, but this market cap is only about 15 million on Fear Coin. It's an NFT game, so this could literally at 50 to 100x, just like ElonOne. But I chose ElonOne over this. So, but I'm still bullish on this if you guys still hold this, because I know we talked about this for a few months. So. Let's look at the chat now. Have you seen R Bunny? No, I don't know. Is that on Uniswap? If it is, I can look at it. Yeah, I've never heard of R Bunny, so. I can look it up and see what R Bunny is. I've never heard of it. Rewards Bunny. It's on the Binance Smart Chain, so I'm not going to be able to buy it. I can't figure Binance out, and I've tried before. It just hasn't worked. Market cap's only $10 million. I have no clue what it does. Holders will be rewarded in R Bunny tokens automatically via reflections. No clue what that means. A cashback platform where we reward users for their online purchases and give cash back if they're. That's actually pretty good that you get cash back if you make purchases either in crypto or USD. That's interesting. But it's on Binance, so I'm not going to be able to touch that or buy that. And even if I could, I wouldn't. But it seems risky, but definitely has potential with only $10 million market cap. So who knows? If you guys want to see any other coins, then let me know. Otherwise, that's about it. What's your VeChain price prediction for Q4? I mean, let's look at VeChain. I haven't looked at VeChain in God knows how long. So let's look at it. Binance. Interesting. I wonder if I can make a video right now while I'm live. I've never done that before. I'm going to try that. So this is the new recording software I use. It's pretty cool. All right. Here we go. Let's try this. So VeChain, how is this looking? On the 1 hour chart, it's looking like you want to go higher. The MACD right now is going down. I do think so. That means short term, I would say price action is going to consolidate. But let's look at the 15-minute. 15-minute is looking like you could probably go higher here because you bounced off of this local level of support at 3.7. And I would say, yeah, you go higher short term on VeChain. So let's go to the 6 hour chart and see where we had actually, I'm going to go to the 3 day chart so I can really zoom out. It's looking like maybe we can do the daily chart. It's looking on VeChain, the next resistance that I had from months ago when I drew this was 18.7. That was the next resistance from back here. 18.7 is the next resistance as far as I can tell. That's looking like the next resistance. If you get above that, I'm looking at 25.4. To the downside, I don't think you go below 14 cents again because you are in an uptrend and the 15-minute chart is looking bullish. But to the downside, you're looking at basically 9.7, 9.8 as support. And that's kind of how that's looking. If we want to use a fib and just see what that would look like from the local bottom, I can't really tell you what the local top was because I don't think a top is in yet. But say this is the local top here, resistance at 18.7 or 19 cents. Then the 618 that you would need to be above, which you're clearly way above, is 12.3. If you get above this resistance, obviously, then one of your fibs is up here at 25.3, where we also have resistance, so that worked out beautifully. You also have a smaller fib at 21 cents. But I would say if you get above 18 cents or 18.8, you're probably going to shoot up to 25.4. So this is looking really bullish right now, and I don't think the fibs are going to help much considering the fact that one of the fibs is right at resistance, so that's basically just confirming that this is going to be probably a short-term top at 25.4 if we get up there. But I would say short-term, this is looking good, at least a bare minimum for a rally up to 18.7. Maybe you get a small pullback, but I do think probably within a few weeks you're at 25.4, if not within a few days. So this is looking pretty good. I'm not going to go too in depth on this, but it's looking pretty good. MACD has more room to go up on the 15-minute chart. The 1-hour chart did look like it was going to try to consolidate down, so do be careful. The 6-hour chart for the MACD. So you basically touch resistance up here. You never touch support, so I would also say the 6-hour chart probably needs to cool off a little bit. So I would say it can rally up to 18.7, but I would say at 18.7, due to the bigger time frames of the MACD being overextended, you probably get a pullback of some sort. And we can do fibs on that when that does happen. But that's all I got. Short term, 18.7 is looking like the target. And that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time. That's how I do my videos. All right, so, yeah. All right, so I will see you guys Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to probably start packing and get on the road. But I will be making videos tonight as well. ElonOne to the moon, I think that will happen. We need to get back above 50 because that was support on the way down, and then above the local high at 85. But overall, bullish on this. I just also would like to see the volume pick up, but beyond that, it's looking really good. The chart looks really healthy long term. Short term, the volume doesn't look good, but long term looks great. I got my brother to buy in a little bit of a bag the other day, so I'm pretty happy for him. He actually got a better price entry than me. I got in at 40, he got in at 30. So if this thing does 1,000x, he'll probably have more money than me, even though I put in way more than him. So who knows? We'll see. I'm bullish on this, excited about where this is going to go, especially when we launch the NFT gameplays. So pretty excited about it. And then the Rocket Bunny game, or whatever that is called. Excited for that as well. But I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy today, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for our next live, and I'll be making videos tonight and tomorrow as well. See you guys later.